Good morning, agents, and it is very early morning here in Laramie, Wyoming, where I've been stuck for the last 2 days. And I think today is the day I break out. Now, the Wyoming Department of Transportation has yet to update their closure notice for I-80 heading east. However, the NWS, which Wyoming Department of Transportation links to their forecast in order to justify their closure notices, says that there is very little wind, if any. In fact, it says the wind is calm. So I don't know what the heck the Wyoming Department of Transportation is smoking, and I'm going to disregard their closure notice if it remains up when I leave here. Is that the best idea? Probably not. But if the NWS says there's no wind, and the Wyoming Department of Transportation simply refuses to update their notice, then I gotta say, I'm leaving Wyoming. Yeah, so that's the situation. I'm gonna get myself showered, get some tea, get some breakfast, and I'm gonna hit the road. I'm not staying in Laramie another night. No, sir. My campground tonight is in Brule, Nebraska, so I'm gonna be out of this silly state. And I haven't actually heard back from them. I tried yesterday to call them to change my reservation for tonight. So I'm hoping I have a place to stay when I get over there, but I haven't heard from them. That being said, most of the RV campgrounds right now, they're not super populated, so I'm hoping that will carry through to Nebraska. Certainly this campground, there's very little going on, so I'm hopeful. And yeah, with that, I'm going to get to my morning ablutions here, and I'll come back to you when I hit the road. See you then. Alright folks, I'm still at the campground, but I spoke too soon. About an hour after I recorded the last video, I checked the website again for the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They have updated their advisories, and I am green across the board, so I'm good to go. Should be able to get to the Nebraska state border and get out of Wyoming safely today. Oh, gentle. Hey, don't kill me, please. I'm not a mouse. Munchkin's excited to get out of Wyoming as well. I just gotta pack up and get breakfast going, and I should be good to go. Our first stop should be Cheyenne, where I'm hoping to get a bunch of uniques, upgrade some portals for some people, and do all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll come back to you a little bit down the road. Alright, agents. After finally escaping Laramie, I found myself here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, where the state capital is. It's actually kind of a smallish building. The state capitals go, I think, but very nice. I like the color of it, honestly. And the rotunda, kind of nice. I've just finished running around here in downtown Cheyenne, grabbing unique visits as much as possible. There seems to be a shortage of level 7 resonators here among the resistance, but I did drop as many upgrades as I could on portals that seemed like they needed it or wanted it, and got 175 unique visits, which is definitely worth doing. Don't really know what I want to do after this, apart from just get to the campsite for tonight. I did try to call them again, see if I could get my reservation moved from yesterday to today. They haven't answered me still. And so I don't even know if I have a place to stay tonight. But yeah, I'm just kind of winging it today because I don't know what's between here and Nebraska that is worth stopping for. So I'm going to take a look at Intel and see if I can't find something. And I will hit the road shortly. See you at the next stop. Alright, agents. I'm here in Pine Bluff, Wyoming. I just drove around a little bit and grabbed uniques that were easy. I don't know how many I got. It was pretty quick. And just spent the past 10 minutes trying to get in touch with my campground for the night. Munchkin's here, by the way. Hi, Munchkin. He says hello. make sure to say hi to Munchkin in the comments. Anyways, I finally got in touch with the campground for tonight after trying so many times. It turns out they're under new management. The phones are all weird and messed up, and the lady on the phone was very helpful. She was like, okay, yes, you can come tonight. It'll be fine. We'll sort it out when you get here. And I was like, cool. So that's sorted, thankfully. My next stop is going to be Sidney, Nebraska. So that puts me in striking distance, hopefully, of the campground. Also, it has gotten significantly warmer. Maybe not hot, but it was, I think, 40 degrees when I left Laramie, and it was maybe 50 degrees in Cheyenne, and now it's about 60 degrees. So I've taken off my jacket, which is good. And now we just have to get back on the road and get to Sidney, and then hopefully get to Brule, Nebraska, which is kind of near Ogallala. And yeah, hopefully this is going to end up being a good day, because it's been a bit of a disaster trying to get a hold of the campground. And obviously getting trapped in Laramie was no fun, so hopefully things are better from now on. I'll see you at the next stop, agents. All right, folks. I'm here in Sidney, Nebraska, and just ran around on the scooter, grabbed another 28 portals here. All unique captures, actually, so working on 2 stats at once. Had 20 in Pine Bluff, so 48, plus 175 in Cheyenne, which is like 223 so far today, which is pretty good. I think I'm gonna stop one more time before I hit the campground. I'm about an hour and a half out from the campground itself, and I think there's a town halfway between here and there that I'm gonna try and make a stop in. I am enjoying this, Sidney, Nebraska. It's a very small town vibe. It's the sort of thing I go for, having grown up in small town America. It's nice to see it a little bit every once in a while. But I'm gonna write down my uniques from here, get back on the road after I make myself some lunch, some tea, and so on. And I will see you a little ways down the road. I already forgot what town it was that I was planning on visiting, so I'll see you there. All right, folks, here in Chapel, Nebraska. Stopped here for a quick uniques run. Not a lot of portals, to be honest, but it worked out pretty well. I even submitted the county courthouse, which for some reason is not a portal. I think it is present in some other games, but not in Ingress. So did my good deed for the day. Next up, we're just gonna head to the campground. So should be about an hour, and I'll be there. I'll come to you when I made it there, and hopefully after I've set up. So stay tuned. I'll get you a final report on the day and tentative plans for tomorrow. See you then. All right, agents, I have made it to the campsite, and boy, am I glad to be stationary. Oh, it was a rough day, but we made it through. I'm now in Brule, Nebraska at Eagle Canyon Hideaway, which is not really in Brule. It's quite a ways outside of town. No portals, so 0 stars as regards Ingress, however. But they were kind enough to let me stay. They're in some kind of flux. The reservation got lost. I couldn't get a hold of them. It's a whole thing, so thank you to Eagle Canyon Hideaway for helping me out. Just finished clearing out the poop tank and putting some more water into the not poop tank, so that's been good. Got everything pretty much set up the way I need it to be. Just turn on some extra lights here so I can see. Stepping outside, it's a pretty nice spot. Got a nice hill, some trees. Obviously the leaves are all gone. And just over there is the lake. I don't know. It starts with an MC, McCullough or something like that. As you can see, there's like a pool area, a playground, basketball hoop. I submitted all those as portals, but I don't think I'm going to hold my breath about them coming in before I leave tomorrow. So, things have gone pretty well. Overall, pretty successful day, I think. We've got some numbers. So what did I say? 20, 28 in Pine Bluff and Sibley. I think I got a couple just like driving through random towns on my way here, but I'm not going to count those. Plus 175 in Cheyenne, which is a total of 223 for today. Brings us to 4,540 for the entire trip, which is, I would say, pretty good. Good unique hunting there. Munchkin says hello. You want to say hi, Munch? Every time I ask him to say hello to these days, he's just not into it. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Tomorrow, we're going to make it to, I believe, Elm River or Elm Creek. Elm something in Nebraska. We've got a spot there, all hooked up, ready to go. Shouldn't be any issues with reservations for the rest of the trip, assuming I don't get stuck somewhere else for some other reason, but I don't anticipate that happening, so let's knock on some wood, or whatever kind of fake wood that is. So yeah, I'm hopeful for the rest of the trip. I mean, only like 5 days to go now, so not a lot to worry about anymore. Just getting home and doing what I can on the way to help out the resistance, as always. So stay tuned for the next video tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that one. I don't really have a solid plan yet, but I assume I'm going to come up with something between now and then. And yeah, make sure you subscribe so you know when that comes out. And while you're at it, click the like button, because that's how you tell YouTube that you enjoyed the video. Throw some stuff in the comments, any feedback you might have, things I should do, things I shouldn't do, things that you wish I would do, like all kinds of ideas, definitely welcome. And if you don't have any other ideas, just say hello to Munchkin in the comments. I'll make sure to pass that along for you. And yeah, in the description, you'll also find a link to my Patreon page where you can support me for $5 a month, which would be very helpful because I don't have a job right now. So it would be extra helpful if you could do that. And you'll also find a link to my gaming channel where I do longer form content on different video games. I'm starting to wrap up a series on Divide and Conquer right now. And I think I'm going to start a new series when I get home, either separately from the Divide and Conquer series or congruently, so like posting 2 videos a day, which is a little intimidating, but doable, eminently doable. I'm going to get to my evening plans here, edit this video, get some dinner, watch some TV with my kitty cat, and boy, I guess I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again for watching, agents, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.